The Horse Swamp camping area is located in the Barrington Tops National Park. This is about 2 hours north of Newcastle in New South Wales, Australia. You access the campsite via a dirt road. Make sure your car is suitable for these conditions. The Horse Swamp camping area does not allow dogs, and it is a national park, so you will have to bring your own firewood. You will need to pre-book for this campsite, but it will take anything from tents, camper vans, caravans, and everything else. Please book online at New South Wales National Park's website. There is no mobile phone service at this campsite. The campsite is a fairly flat area ringed by a dirt road, and in most places you can camp inside or outside the ring. There are fire pits provided, but as mentioned before, you will need to bring your own firewood. Although booking is required at this campsite, campsites are not allocated, and it is on a first come, first served basis. There is a water tank, but they recommend this water is not for drinking. If you are lucky enough, you can snatch yourself a campsite with a picnic table. The campsite does have a lot of large trees in and around. National parks have been in and pruned to reduce the risk of branches falling on you while you are camping. However, while we were camped there, a limb did fall off one of the trees outside the camping area. So if you're walking in the bush, just be careful. There was no wind at the time. In the morning, there was another branch fell on the other side of the campsite, about 100 metres off from where we were camping. So just keep this in mind when walking through the bush in this area. The toilet facilities are very well kept. They're a long drop style toilet and did not have a smell about them. There is a sink for washing your hands. The ranger did come in while we were camping there and restock the toilet paper and check the facilities. It's a beautiful campsite. If you want a very short walk down through a small track is this little creek. Now while I was there, we didn't know about a larger creek close by, so I jumped into this one and had a bit of a swim. This would be a great place if you had small children to come and sit in the shade and take a dip in the nice cool water on a hot summer's day. A little bit further than that waterfall we were just at is the Pole Blue Falls picnic area. It is still in walking distance from the campsite, or you can drive down to it. It's a much larger creek with a waterfall and an area where you can swim. While I was at this campsite, I noticed there was a lot of wildflowers out in the area and butterflies. It was amazing to see. While I was up there, I did have a shot at fishing, and I had 3 trout in this small creek right where I could see them. But for the life of me, I couldn't catch them. Hopefully you may have better luck than me if you try trout fishing. You will require a New South Wales fishing licence to fish in this national park. If you're looking for something else to do in the area, there is a lot of 4-wheel drive tracks that are not super challenging, but still good fun. Close by to this campsite is the Devil's Hole Lookout, worth checking out on your way up or your way down. The toilet facilities at the Devil's Hole Lookout are quite well kept. They are a long drop composting type toilet, but there was no smell when I was there, and there was plenty of toilet paper provided. Please make sure you put the lid down to keep the smell away. The Devil's Hole Lookout is a picnic area. There is no camping allowed here. However, you can stop and have lunch. I do recommend doing the short walk out the concreted path to the lookout, where there's some absolutely stunning views of the valley. If you are looking for something else to go and see while you are camped here, you can duck down to the Firs. This is in the Stewart's Brook State Forest, and while dogs are allowed here, there is no camping. This state forest, however, is in the middle of a national park. The firs were planted in 1966, and they're a Douglas fir, or Oregon is their more common name. Well worth a look. You can picnic down here for lunch as well and have a fire. I hope you've enjoyed this campsite review. Make sure you check out my other campsite reviews and my other videos on YouTube. Hit that like, share and subscribe. I very much appreciate it. All in all, I would say this is a very good, small campsite, providing that you book ahead.